What is going on, everybody? It's Mike, AOD81, and this is the 8th video of our Lords of the Fallen walkthrough. At the beginning of this video, we were going to have to do a little bit of cleaning up, some bouncing around, but it just so happens that I realized that I did miss an item along the way when we were at the back end of the fen. You got to realize how I'm doing this walkthrough. I'm not really looking at notes. I'm trying to get everything done as quickly as possible, going through the game and picking up everything there is along the way. I've got most of it committed to memory, but I do have a couple of notes, and I happened to look at it, and it said, don't run past the item on the top of the ladder at the back end of the fen. And when I read it, I realized I did it. So as we get to the end of our walkthrough, we're going to go back and get it right now, but just realize that as we get to the end of our walkthrough, if I do miss any items or anything like that, we will get them along the way. We're going to go back and get them, and then I'm also going to write this down, and I was planning on making a video at the very end because there are some things to explain about the Radiance ending and the Inferno ending, some things that we're not able to do that must be done to get your Platinum Trophy on those runs. So I was going to make a video to go through all of that, but if there is something else that I miss, I'll also include that in my final wrap-up. I'll take us back to where we were originally running through that area, talk about the whatever item that I ran by, and so I will have everything included in this walkthrough. That was the entire purpose of this walkthrough, is to make sure we get everything in it. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and press forward. We had just opened the depot vestige, and I'm just going to run over here and grab a couple of items real quick. This item to the left over here, a lot of people end up running by it. It's just a heavenly vial that's a consumable, and we're going to go over here and jump the gap. I'm going to pick up this item, which is just the map of Lower Callrath. And now I'm just going to go back to my vestige. Like I said, we were going to have to do a little housekeeping anyway. As I said in video number 5, I believe it was, the last mini-boss, we picked up our 4th Pride of the Bucket Lords. So we've got to go see him. We've got to go to Skyrest, but first we're going to go back and get that item I was talking about that I ran by. So like I said, that was in the back end of the fen, so I'm going to go to Hamlet. And this actually is an important item. It is a trophy-related item, so we definitely want to go back and get it. I'll go ahead and kill this enemy just for the eyeballs, even though I don't really need to go this way. Where is it? Okay, now that we've gotten the enemies out of the way, I'll show you exactly where we're at. That's the vestige that we just warped from. All we really needed to do was come back across this little shortcut, and we can go up this way. And you'll remember in this little room we picked up a ring. If we go on this way, past the ladder that we kicked down, and we went up this ladder. We got rid of the enemies. Okay, and up here there was an item that we picked up. We kicked down this ladder. Then we went up that ladder and there was a chest up there for us. On the way back down, I forgot to go around this corner right here. So there's the bonfire with the 2 Shuja warriors. I just went down and proceeded that way. But I should have come over here, busted through this, and picked up this item, which are the precision arrows. So that's a trophy related item. It's going to be an ammunition type. So then we just went down and we continued into Fitzroy's Gorge that way. So that was the item that I missed. I will put a note in the description of this video that there was a missed item in it. And I will also go back and find which video where we originally ran through and try to put a timestamp linking to when I originally went through this area and missed that item. So okay, I got to talking there and got a little bit lost for a second. So we got that item that we missed. That's that should be the only thing that we've missed thus far. We've picked up everything. We're gonna pick up everything else along the way, and hopefully there won't be any more missed items. But if we had not missed that item, we would have been at Depot. And like I said, we've got some housekeeping to take care of. So if we would have started the video right here from where we left off in number 7, we would want to warp to Sanctuary. And we're going to go see the Bucket Lord and give him our 4 buckets. That way we can keep him as an ally instead of him turning against us. But the Sanctuary vestige that I just warped to, I just turned around, ran straight across to the ladder. We're going to go up this ladder. And we'll bust through here. And like I said, if we go into our inventory, then scroll to quest items, you'll see that we have 4. And the reason we wanted to do this now is when we go back to Depot, right around the corner from where we're at, we're going to be fighting our next mini-boss. So we've got our 4 buckets. We're going to use our lamp to walk through there and interact with him. We're going to be able to give him those buckets. He's going to give us the Bucket Lord shoes. Those are not required for the Platinum Trophy, or for the trophy to collect every piece of gear, rather. This is a secret side quest, so none of the secret side quest things have anything to do with the trophy progression, so they're not tied together. So when we collect all our armor and all that, if you did not do the Pride of the Bucket Lords or it messes up along the way, don't worry about it. It's nothing that you need. We're also going to go back to Skyrest now. You'll see that after you unlock the depot vestige, Tech Ear now warped to here. If you want to progress him properly, we're going to do that in the right order. If, for example, we have already gotten the thief key from Andreas, and we could technically go to the thief right now, and that's an area that he spawns in. So if we would have done that before going to the depot and then him spawning here, it wouldn't mess up his quest line, but he gets items that you need to go for the every piece of armor and every weapon trophy. So you have to progress him in the order that we're gonna do it for him to unlock his full inventory. So we're gonna talk to him.
I've never been my ground, and there was one to every. That left it. They may work why Judge Cleric parted.
And we're gonna see that he's got some new items in his shop. I think aside from the exiled stalker dagger, these 4 weapons are actually droppables. Enemies will drop them. So I would buy one of these if you're going for the trophy, because I'm not sure I've ever seen an enemy drop that. But most of his stuff is consumables. Aside from all of these armor pieces, you're going to want to buy all of these for your every piece of armor trophy. So now he has progressed. So we can go talk to the blacksmith now, because we had previously picked up the first rune tablet. We're going to give that to her.
I was and only to then. I have been born, and yet I have got a top of my ring is only made.
Oh, get back to verb.
And now we're going to have the ability to socket runes into our weapons. And we're going to be able to upgrade our weapons and also our catalysts. Let's see. I'd like to upgrade this catalyst. It's a decent catalyst, and really the only Radiance catalyst that bests it in any significant way is kind of late game. So let me use a skull and upgrade that catalyst. Let's see, what do I have? 1600. Do I just want to cash all those in right now? We'll see what happens. Let's see, how short was I from being able to upgrade the catalyst? Oops. Oh yeah, if you go into purchase also now, you'll see that she sells the small Duralium fragments, and she's got some runes. Some of the runes that she has are actually pretty decent. But first we're gonna upgrade our catalyst. And what's the next upgrade? 1500. I can do that with skulls. If I've got one of these, that's one level, I can bring it up. And I said, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go really deeply into build stuff in this walkthrough. It's mainly about getting all the items, getting all the trophy, progression, that sort of thing. So I'm not going to delve too deep into builds, but if I have to do some significant upgrades or anything like that, I will include it. But let's see. Oh, what do I have for weapons? I actually haven't really looked too deeply into my weapons lately. I know I picked up some hammers and stuff. Let me see. Let's go here. And is there anything better that... Yeah, it looks like that would be an upgrade for my second weapon, but it's gonna put me into way heavy, so I can't do that. Let's see, what did I have? What about, is there anything better than... That puts me into way heavy too. And even if I just had that equipped, I'd still be pretty heavy. So yeah, we're just gonna go back to what I had originally. I think I had the regular Rector blade and not the thorn. Yeah. But I could do a rune. What do those scale with? That scales with strength. Do I have any runes right now? No. Does she have anything decent? Increased strength scaling. Yeah, I'll use a one skull. And I will buy the strength scaling rune. And I'll socket it into that sword. Okay, that's probably all I'll do as far as build stuff for now, but I see I do have 2 of these, so I'll just go ahead and that's a +3, that's a +2. I'll get rid of that double. I don't need the doubles right now. And what do these eyes do? Dodging at the right time applies nah. Immunity. Okay, so this is on my main build. I actually have this eye socketed into my lamp as my main eye. You know, that it's all about preference. That for me, that immunity for 8 seconds when you transition into Umbral. Most times it's helpful in a boss fight. If you die and get pulled into Umbral, you can get some damage off, then back away, or you know, you usually if you're getting pulled into Umbral, it's for a reason, and that 8 seconds gives you a little chance back up and reset. So that's a good eye that we will socket. But since I only have 1 socket right now, until we upgrade our lamp, I'm gonna stick with the extra soul flay. So we'll keep our 2 soul flay charges for now, but we will be socketing this eye shortly. So I'm pretty sure that's all we need to do here for now. I don't know if he's got any weapons better than what I'm carrying. Yeah, keep in mind you do need to buy all this stuff. Most of the merchant um, armor is going to be stuff that's not dropped out in the world. Some of the weapons will be dropped, but I don't think any of these are. I think you need to buy all of these. Definitely need to buy the shields. The shields go towards the weapon trophy, and you'll need to get all the armor pieces.
Our Immaculate
So
Lady will bring redemption.
Several of our sacred texts.
she's got a little bit of
canon
new
of
dialogue,
many,
but
Latimer.
it's not really that important. I don't think I can upgrade yet.
Our holy
I think
word
I have
continues,
one.
Lamp-bearer.
Yeah, I need 2 for my
Let
next
Aureus's
upgrade.
will be done.
Kukujin should still be down here just waiting for our next
I
fight.
help you. Just be sure if you don't, and neither.
And I believe Dunmire has progressed. I'm not sure if I rested to see if his inventory had upgraded. Okay, he's got a little bit of new dialogue here.
Blasphemy can still be so. Should you for it is. You serve a higher purpose.
So he did get a couple of new items. We need both of those. One is a pendant that goes towards the pendant trophy. And also, this, I didn't buy it earlier, but this is actually a catalyst. It's a radiance catalyst. I just waited until I ended up picking up Will Marks, because Will Marks is fairly early in the game, but you need to buy this catalyst. These weapons you definitely need to buy for the trophy, and all this armor you need to buy for the trophy. But I wonder, that's 28.8. But yeah, if I had the extra vigor right now, I would be buying the pendant, definitely the spells, and this catalyst for sure. You're probably not going to get all the weapons and armor on one playthrough unless you just take the time to farm the vigor. But if it is your first playthrough, definitely try to pick up any pendants, rings, or spells from any of the NPCs that we're going to come across. But you will eventually need to buy everything. So just keep that in mind. I'm kind of looking through this. I know I'm right on the edge of being heavy. I wonder...
In darkness, in light we walk.
Let's see. I'm at 94.3 out of 96. And what does this weigh? 25.1. Ooh, that's close. I'm not sure if I'd be able to where that what was that, 28.8 that I said? So the difference be 3.7, and yeah, that would put me into heavy. What I need to do is I have been putting most of my upgrades into strength and radiance, but I need to upgrade my endurance and vitality some. Endurance is what's going to allow you to carry more weight, and vitality is obviously health, but yeah, so we'll just keep that stuff in mind for our next upgrades going forward. So after we have done all of that, we can go ahead and go back to the depot and continue our main progression. So we're going to go back to our last vestige. And we are going to start going through the depot area. So this is our vestige, and we had already gone down here and gotten that first item. We picked up the item that was over there. That was the map. There's gonna be an item up here on the left. And then once we walk into this hallway over here, it's gonna trigger a mini boss fight. And she does have 4 umbral parasites. So as soon as we go in, we're gonna start off by trying to take care of those. So I'm just gonna buff up my weapon, walk in, and the first parasite is right there. The second is there. The third is here. And then the last one is right behind her. Okay, now we've gotten those taken care of. I'm going to cast Sanctify. And then I'm going to try to do a little damage. Ooh. Okay, we got her. And she is going to drop the Infernal Flesh. We're going to be able to give that to Damarose. And the Pumpkin Lord dropped the Pride of the Bucket Lords. Or the Bucket Lord, I'm sorry. Not the Pumpkin Lord. And so we just killed the Enchantress here. If we walk up past this fire to the right, you'll see a little hallway. An enemy will spawn in this corner. And if we go around here, there's an item. That's going to be the magma ring. And now we're just going to continue forward and go up the stairs. There is a Rogar out there. And I believe a couple enemies spawn. And I'm pretty sure there is an item somewhere over here. There it is in the fire. Okay, so if we break through that little pallet, there's a dedicated item right here. And that's going to be the Pyric Cultist Flail. That's a weapon. So now we're going to continue up to the right. Up the hill, and at our first little spot to break away, let me see, I don't think there is an item up here. This is just an umbral exit if you happen to be an umbral. But as we go up here, if we break through these, we're gonna go down the stairs, and enemies gonna spawn here. And you'll see there's a Rogar over there. I'm just going to go ahead and take him out from a distance. if I can. Okay, we're gonna use our lamp and see what happens. Okay, so we just used our lamp to walk across that gap. We're gonna use it again right here. Walk across this gap. Come up under here. To the right, there's gonna be an enemy that spawns. And then there's going to be a shortcut ladder that we can kick down. And where we're at right now is we're right on top of the depot vestige. So now we'll just go back this way, use our lamp, use our lamp. And then we're just gonna take a right and continue up the hill. There is going to be an archer up ahead, so I'm gonna try to go after her and take her out. Ooh. They roughed me up a little bit. Okay, we needed to go into Umbral anyway. And he just dropped us a rune. But right here, if we would have still been an Axiom, this would have been a solid gate and we could use our lamp to walk through it. But we need to go into Umbral anyway, because there's a belly right there we want to pop. We're gonna pick that item up. I do believe, yes, wait for the gargoyles to come down. Now we're gonna continue up. And we can exit Umbral right here. And you can see there's an item ahead. I'm gonna use one of these small mana stones. And I'm gonna cast a heal. If I get enough to cast it. And do I have enough to buff my weapon? No, I'll use one more. I'm gonna buff my weapon because there's a proselyte ahead. Pick that up. Ooh. Okay. I don't think it's gonna matter that we're in Umbral right now. Actually, I tell you what, I'm low on heals. I'm gonna run back. There's gonna be a gargoyle here from where I exited before. But I'm gonna run back to that Umbral exit. just get out of Umbral because I've only got one heal. And we've already been through all here, gotten all the items. And this is where we exited before, got our other item, and killed the proselyte. So, we're going to try to go on ahead and see if we can get through this section on one heal. But up here to the right, there's going to be a Rogar. Then we're going to go up the stairs. I believe a couple enemies spawn right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take them out. And up the stairs, if we make a quick right and go around this corner, there's going to be a poisoning knife. That's a throwing weapon, so that is a trophy item. And when we get up here, a couple enemies are going to come out of the fire. And then we're going to go ahead and we want to pop Umbral. And a Reaper is going to be here waiting for us. So we'll go ahead and cast Sanctify. And then we'll pop Umbral. Oh. Okay. Now up here to the right, there's going to be an entity that we can pull. Get rid of that vine. We're going to come down here and turn right and pull this vine. This was just an enemy drop from those burning guys that I killed. Might as well start collecting some vigor. So now that we pulled those two vines, we'll see that this door is open to us. There is going to be a couple fairy enemies ahead. Gargoyle or two. There. Oop. Come on. The lock gets a little wonky sometimes in this game. Oh, get out of there. So now that we've got them taken care of, we're gonna pop this belly. I do believe a gargoyle shows up, but we're gonna pick. Oh, there he is. We're gonna pick up Rosamund's sword, and we're probably gonna die. So we're gonna get out of there. This was just an enemy drop. I need to pop at least one of those and get a heal off. I'm gonna pull this bridge. Go across to the other side. And I'm gonna run to the left and fall and keep running and exit Umbral as quick as I can. There's nothing really over here, but you'll see when we came across the bridge, we dropped down there to the left because it's kind of an ambush area. There were those bomb orbs down there, and the gargoyles try to dive bomb you, and it's pretty much like a trap area. And I am really low on health and heals right now, but that's how I normally take care of that area anyways. I just drop off to the left and run up to that Umbral exit as quick as possible. Now up here we're gonna have an enchantress. Ooh. Wish I hadn't rolled into that. I'm on fire now too. Ooh, get her! Let me cast this, come on. And get my health back up. I'm going through mana stones like crazy now though. I haven't really been using that many. I've been trying to save them for when I really need them. But, so anyway, we just killed that enchantress. If we come up here and go around this corner, there's an item down here. That's going to be the bow of the convert. And that's it for over here. When we turn to the right, we see that there's going to be another Umbral bridge that we need to take care of, but there is a Rogar right here. I'm gonna see if I can kick him off. No, why would it let me? Okay, before we go into Umbral and do the bridge, that's the way we came from. We came down here and fought the Rogar. If we look to our right, we're gonna walk this way and drop down. And there's gonna be cinder arrows. Those are gonna be a trophy item. They go towards your ammunition trophy. So we're just gonna bust through there. And now you'll see where we were at. We're on the lower section. When we came across that bridge and dropped before, that's where we are. And we exited Umbral here. So now we're gonna come back up. And for this Umbral bridge, we're gonna go down here, pop Umbral. And first, there's going to be an entity right here we need to soul play. That's gonna pull the platform out a little further. And we can kill those. But we're just gonna walk back up here. Oh, that's a timed platform, so apparently we need to do it pretty quick. Can I pull this one first? Yeah. We'll pull this one first. Pull this one. And then we'll get our health back. And run across. And then we can just exit Umbral. So moving forward, I'm gonna roll across and kill these enemies that are gonna spit fireballs. There's a Rogar right around the corner here. So, this is the way we came from. I walked up here and I just rolled down to that lower area to take care of those enemies with the fireballs. We could have gone straight, and that was where the Rogar was, or down here, but I just rolled down from up there. But here is an item. It's going to be some Duralium fragments. And then as we make our way forward, this is critical, 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 critical. We want to push down this ladder. If we don't, when we go down there to do that lower area, there's no way to get back up except to go all the way around from the beginning of this area, pretty close to the vestige where we started, and run back through it. But once we walk in here, we've kicked down the ladder. We're gonna turn around and walk in here, and if we just go straight across the room, out here is gonna be our next Drustin encounter. So we're gonna talk to him. We are gonna go through all his dialogue.
See?
And he is going to give us a wheezing gesture that goes towards the gesture trophy, obviously. And we're going to talk to him again, and it's going to give us an option to give him an unripe berries. So we're going to go ahead and give that to him.
I feel like I could no monster better.
Go through his dialogue.
Look out, baddies. Look out, baddies.
Once he starts repeating himself, we know he's good to go. And if we come back in, turn to the right, go up the stairs, there's going to be the map of the Kalrath slums, and then turn right and go back up these stairs, and we have our new vestige. So that one was pretty close. Yeah, I thought I was gonna die there towards the end and have to run through an area again, but let's see, what do we got for upgrades? See, I had been focusing on strength and radiance. I'd like to get my radiance up to 25, but I'd also like to get my endurance up a little bit and my vitality up. Let's see what happens there. My stamina actually goes up quite a bit if I put a point into endurance. Health is kind of the same. I'm gonna put one into each right now, and then I might put a couple points into endurance, but I also want to get my radiance up to 25 at least right now. So we're gonna go ahead with those upgrades for now. What do I have for skulls? I have 3,200, 3,600. What do I need for the next upgrade? Yeah, I could get one more upgrade. So I'll use a couple skulls. I think I needed to use at least 3 of those. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put another point into endurance, I think. That's gonna take my stamina up some. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that for right now. Let me see, what would Agility won't really do much for me right now. So, yeah, we're going to put it into endurance. I do want to get a weapon eventually that scales with agility, and that's when agility is really going to help out. But for now, I think we're good where we're at. And that's probably going to be it for this video. Seems like a good spot to stop before we go through this next section. So that's going to do it for video number 8, the Lords of the Fallen walkthrough. If this is helping you out, go ahead and subscribe, give the video a like, share it with anybody you know that is currently trying to play through the game and looking for the trophies. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the vid, when I had realized that I missed that item, we're gonna cover everything in this walkthrough. So whether you're going through the game with me and using the walkthrough as a guide, you're gonna pick up everything, or at the end of the walkthrough, like I said, I'm gonna talk about some things that need to happen to get certain trophies that we're not able to do in either one walkthrough or on the Umbral walkthrough, because there's a couple trophies and items that are ending dependent, and there's just some stuff to go over. So we're going to talk about all that stuff that we need to platinum this game. So that's going to do it for this one, and we'll see you in number 9. Take it easy, guys.